Are you enjoying the game today, too?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are looking at a classic that really defines the word charming.
Oh, I am so ready for this. My thumbs are, like, already twitching just thinking about it. We are talking about Rainbow Islands. Or, oh, wait. Okay, I have a bone to pick immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Rainbow Islands? Or is it Bubble Bobble 2?
It is Rainbow Islands.
Right, but the subtitle is The Story of Bubble Bobble 2. But then, on the NES, there's a whole different game called Bubble Bobble Part 2, and then people tell me Parasol Stars is actually Bubble Bobble 3. Is this a video game or a math test?
It's admittedly a bit of a labyrinthine naming convention, very typical of Taito in that era.
I feel like I need a flowchart just to figure out what game I'm playing.
Well, let's simplify it. Today, we are diving into Rainbow Islands, the 1987 arcade classic, and, more importantly for us, the Famicom and NES home console version.
Okay, good. Because I have such vivid memories of this on the Famicom, the one with the rainbows.
Yeah,
and just
this is going
climbing.
Precisely. And our mission today is to unpack why this cute vertical scrolling platformer is considered a masterpiece, a Ryosaku, and how it just completely reinvented the wheel after the original Bubble Bobble.
It really did. You know, Bubble Bobble felt almost claustrophobic. You were trapped in these little single screens.
100 levels deep, yeah.
You know, Rainbow Islands, it's all about the sky. You just go up, 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 and up. It felt like freedom.
That verticality is the biggest shift. They took the characters we loved and completely changed the structure. Aesthetically, too.
Right. They're not bubble dragons anymore. They're just, you know, little human boys, Bubby and Bobby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Following the events of the first game, they've returned to their human forms. Bubby in the green shirt, Bobby in the blue.
They are so unbelievably cute, kawaii. Even the enemies, I remember feeling bad for them. There were these little spiders and toy soldiers. Too cute to kill.
Well, don't let the cuteness fool you. This game requires some serious skill. But before we get into the mechanics, let's talk about the premise. Why are these two kids climbing to the heavens?
To save the day, they have to defeat the Dark Shadow, or the Dark Great Demon King.
The very same entity responsible for the first game. The brothers have to rescue the Rainbow Islands and all the villagers he's captured.
And you have to get the diamond rod. Can't forget the shiny thing. But this brings me to my biggest complaint about the Famicom version. My biggest childhood gripe.
Let me guess. 2 players.
Yes. I wanted to play with my brother, like in the arcade. But you couldn't.
Ah, a sore spot for many siblings. The arcade had 2-player alternating play. The Famicom version strictly single player. You just control Bubby.
Yeah, Bobby's just there. He shows up in the cutscenes to look supportive, but he has none of the actual work.
He's pretty much an NPC. But I'd argue is a worthy trade-off, because the Famicom version added those story scenes.
That's true.
The arcade was just pure action, level after level. The home version tried to flesh out the narrative, which gave it a bit more, I don't know, an RPG-like feel.
It did. It gave you a second to breathe, which, believe me, you needed in this game. The stress was real.
Let's talk about that stress. The core mechanic is, of course, the rainbow magic.
It's the best multi-tool ever. You shoot rainbows to trap enemies, sure, but mostly you use them as stairs. You're literally building your own path to the quill.
It's a platformer where you create the platforms. But the real high-level technique, the thing that separates the pros from the rest of us, is the rainbow drop.
Oh, that feels so good. When you jump on a rainbow you just made and just crush it downwards on enemies.
It sounds simple, but think about the risk.
Right.
You have to be above the enemy, you have to jump over the danger, land on your own creation, and then collapse it.
It's terrifying. You're basically baiting them to walk under you and then bam, drop it on their heads.
But the reward is worth it. It clears a whole column and generates high-value items. It's the key to getting a high score.
But you can't just hang around setting up these perfect traps all day, because if you take too long...
The hurry text appears.
And then the water starts to rise. Ugh.
Dark blue death from below.
It gave me nightmares. The music speeds up, the screen is flashing. It's pure panic. I can still hear that music tempo increase in my head right now.
And that tension is the engine of the game. It forces you upward. But this is where the design gets truly brilliant, because it creates a conflict for the player with the diamond mechanic.
Oh, the diamonds. This is where my little kid brain just melted into a puddle.
The game demands 2 contradictory things at once. Move fast, the water is coming in. No, wait, move slowly and carefully to collect all the diamonds.
Exactly, because you need 7 of them to get the true ending. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, a whole rainbow.
Now, in the arcade, the color of the diamond that appeared depended on where on the screen an enemy was defeated. It was based on, like, their pixel coordinates.
Which is just insane. You're telling me I'm supposed to be fighting for my life, running from rising water, and also mentally calculating, okay, if I kill this bat at X coordinate 250, I get a green one. No, that's for robots.
Taito must have agreed it was a bit much for kids at home. So, for the Famicom, they changed the system entirely.
They turned it into a spelling game.
Pretty much, yeah. On the Famicom, the screen is divided into 7 invisible vertical sections. Defeat an enemy in the far left section, get a red diamond, and it lights up the letter R.
And the next section is A, then I, all the way until you spell R-A-I-N-B-O-W.
Exactly.
I used to scream at my TV, I need a B, I just need a B. And I'd be trying to lure enemies into this one tiny strip of the screen while the water was, like, nipping at my heels.
It made the goal much more tangible for players, though. You didn't need to know hidden mechanics, you just needed to know your screen position. It turned the playfield into a tactical grid.
It was a really smart change, and the islands themselves, there are 10 of them, right?
7 in the main loop, but 10 if you unlock the secrets. And the themes are so good. You start with Insect Island,
With the cute spider boss.
then Combat Island, Monster Island. But the real treat for Taito fans are the crossover islands.
Oh, yes. This is where the nostalgia hits like a truck.
The game is basically a love letter to Taito's own history. World 5 is DOH's island.
Wait, DOH, as in the giant stone head from Arkanoid.
The very same. The entire island is themed after Arkanoid. The enemies, the background.
And the sound, the little sound details. When you jump on that island, it doesn't make the normal jump sound. It makes the little ping of the ball hitting a block from Arkanoid. P-I-U-B-E.
It's a fantastic detail. And then there's World 9, which is based on their shooter, Darius.
But the big one, the one that blew my mind, is the Famicom exclusive island.
Right. In the arcade, one of the later worlds was Magical Island. But on the Famicom, they replaced it with Kiki KaiKai Island.
Kiki KaiKai, the game that became Pocky and Rocky. It's all Shinto shrines and Japanese ghosts.
It was a really interesting choice. For listeners who don't know, Kiki KaiKai is a top-down shooter where you play as a shrine maiden fighting yokai. It has this very traditional Japanese aesthetic.
And putting that inside the super bright, colorful world of Rainbow Islands is just, it's such a mood whiplash. It's like finding a Doom level inside Super Mario.
It definitely gave the Famicom version a unique flavor. Even the music is an arrangement of the Kiki KaiKai theme.
It's amazing. But wait, did the overseas versions get this? Because this is where things always get messy.
This is where things get complicated again. The North American NES version, the one just called Rainbow Islands, is basically the same as the Japanese Famicom version. So American kids got the ghosts.
Okay, that's cool.
The European NES version, however, published by Ocean, is totally different.
Oh no, when I hear European version and Ocean, I always get a little nervous.
And you should. It tries to be more like the arcade, so it removes Kiki KaiKai and the story scenes.
Yeah.
But it's notoriously buggy.
Funny buggy or game-breaking buggy?
Game-breaking. The European Master System port is infamous for a bug where the game just crashes after level 7.
Wait, what?
It just freezes. You literally can't see the ending.
That is just heartbreaking. Imagine being a kid spending hours climbing all that way and the game just says, nope, I'm done.
It really highlights how solid the Famicom version was.
Speaking of, let's evaluate it. For me, what makes it so good is the atmosphere. It's just a happy game. It's a Kamijiya God tier game for that feeling alone.
I agree. The graphics, the pastel colors.
Yeah.
And we have to talk about the music.
The theme song, it's basically Over the Rainbow, right? Or like a chiptune version that's just legally distinct enough to avoid a lawsuit.
It loops forever, and yet somehow it never gets annoying. It's so uplifting.
It totally is. But okay, we have to be critical. The Famicom version did have some big drawbacks because of the hardware.
You're talking about the rainbows.
The rainbows. In the arcade, you could fire off, 4 of them? You could build a bridge to the moon?
4 at once, yes. The Famicom could only handle 2.
And it felt so restrictive. You shoot 2, and if you shoot a third, the first one just vanishes and you fall to your doom.
See, I actually think that made it a better game.
What? No way.
In the arcade, it's a fast-paced action game. On the Famicom, the 2 rainbow limit forces you to be deliberate. It becomes a tactical puzzle. Shoot, jump, shoot, jump. You have to think.
I guess so. It does make you more careful. But you can't deny the difficulty is brutal. And the traps.
The traps, you mean the treasure boxes at the end of the worlds?
Yes. You beat a boss, you get this story scene, and then you have to pick a treasure box. And sometimes, it's just empty.
The cruel hand of fate.
It's evil. I played for hours, beat a boss, my heart is pounding, I picked the left box, and MPY, the game says bad outcome. I wanted to throw my controller through the wall.
It's a harsh mechanic for sure. It implies that even perfect play can be undone by bad luck. And speaking of perfection, getting that true ending required it.
You had to get all the diamonds in every single world.
And if you missed even one,
You got a fake ending. The game just pats you on the head and says, "Good job, sport. Now do it all again, but better."
it's a very arcade mentality. It refuses to give you that satisfaction unless you've completely mastered it.
But when you did spell RAINBOW and heard that little chime, it felt so good.
It really did. Now, the game's legacy didn't stop there. There was Rainbow Islands Extra,
Right, the arcade update.
which remixed the enemies and bosses for players who had mastered the original.
And you mentioned a PC Engine CD version?
Yes, and that's often considered one of the best ports.
Yeah.
CD quality audio, and it even had a vocal ending song.
A vocal song from that era. That's fancy.
It's called Niji wo Wataru Shonen, or The Boy Who Crossed the Rainbow. It adds this huge emotional payoff to the ending.
Wow. And just to clear up the timeline confusion one last time for everyone.
Around this?
Rainbow Islands is Bubble Bobble 2. Parasol Stars with the umbrellas is technically Bubble Bobble 3.
Correct. But then later, arcade games like Bubble Symphony and Bubble Memories went back to the Bubble Dragon gameplay.
So Rainbow Islands and Parasol Stars are like the human saga of the series.
Exactly. It's the odd one out mechanically, but spiritually it has all the secrets and the hidden depth you'd expect.
So, final verdict. For me, despite the stress and the empty boxes, it's an absolute classic. Just a joy to play.
It is. It balances that casual, cute look with seriously hardcore mechanics. It's a game that really, really rewards skill.
And if you're bad at it, like me, you just look like a cute, drowning kid.
It's a game that respects the player, and that's why it holds up.
Totally agree.
Before we go, though, I want to leave you with a thought. We talked about the true ending.
Yeah.
The game hides its best content islands, 8, 9, and 10, behind that diamond collection mechanic. If you don't get them all, the game just ends at World 7.
Right.
Now, think about how many people played this in the late 80s,
Hmm.
before the internet, before strategy guides were common.
Oh, wow.
How many kids beat World 7, saw the fake ending, and just thought, okay, I beat the game? How many people's memories of completing Rainbow Islands are actually incomplete?
That's kind of deep. You're saying millions of kids missed the Kiki KaiKai Island entirely because they missed one blue diamond back in World 2.
It's very likely. The game locked its true conclusion behind a wall of perfectionism that was almost impossible to figure out on your own.
Well, now I have to go fire up an emulator and check if I ever actually beat it. My inner child demands closure.
It's never too late to find out.
On that note, we hope you climb high and dodge the rising water in whatever you're doing today. Host speaker and expert speaker. Will the game be fun tomorrow, too? Happy gaming.